Today, the world stands still in mourning. Pope Francis, the spiritual leader of more than 1 billion Catholics and a global symbol of compassion, justice, and humility, has died at the age of 88. He passed away peacefully on Easter Monday, April 21st, 2025, at 7:35 a.m. local time, in his residence at Casa Santa Marta inside the Vatican. His passing marks the end of an extraordinary papacy that reshaped the Catholic Church and touched hearts far beyond its walls. Born Jorge Mario Bergoglio on December 17th, 1936 in Buenos Aires, Argentina, he grew up in a modest household. From a young age, he was drawn to faith, study, and service. Ordained as a Jesuit priest in 1969, he would go on to serve the people of Argentina with a unique blend of humility and conviction. In 2013, following the unexpected resignation of Pope Benedict XVI, Jorge Bergoglio was elected the 266th Pope of the Roman Catholic Church, becoming the first Jesuit pope, the first from Latin America, and the first to take the name Francis in honor of St. Francis of Assisi, the patron of the poor, the environment, and peace. Pope Francis quickly became known for his simplicity and closeness to the people. He chose to live in a modest guest house rather than the ornate papal palace. He rode in small cars, rejected opulence, and preached the values of mercy, forgiveness, and inclusion. Under his leadership, the Church took firm stances on climate change, economic inequality, and the refugee crisis. He famously said, "Who am I to judge?" when asked about LGBTQ+ individuals in 2013, a moment that echoed around the world. Though not without controversy, his efforts to open doors and soften the Church's stance on long-debated issues inspired millions and challenged centuries-old traditions. Pope Francis's papacy was not easy. He faced immense criticism from conservative factions within the Church, endured backlash over efforts to reform the Roman Curia, and led the Church through one of its darkest periods, the global reckoning with clerical sexual abuse. Despite these challenges, he continued to champion transparency and accountability, calling for justice and deep reform. Even in his later years, after multiple surgeries and health scares, including a recent hospitalization due to pneumonia, Francis remained steadfast, committed to his mission of building a more compassionate world. His influence stretched far beyond the Vatican. He addressed Congress in the United States, met with Muslim and Jewish leaders, washed the feet of prisoners, and called for peace in war-torn regions. Francis authored encyclicals like Laudato Si, a powerful call to protect our planet, and Fratelli Tutti, which urged global fraternity and social justice. To many, he wasn't just a pope, he was a moral compass for the modern world. As the bells of St. Peter's Basilica toll in mourning, preparations begin for a papal funeral, a solemn event that will draw world leaders, religious figures, and millions of faithful. The Church will soon convene a conclave to elect the next pope. But no matter who takes the mantle, the legacy of Pope Francis, a man of the people, a voice for the voiceless, a shepherd for all, will forever remain etched in the history of humanity. May he rest in peace.